Alright, buckle up, because The Boondocks is one of those shows that takes you on a wild ride, where the laughs are sharp, the takes are brutally honest, and the characters? Well, they're something else entirely. So, picture this. Robert Freeman, this old-school, over-it-all type of grandpa, moves his family from the rough streets of Chicago to the suburbs. Sounds pretty nice, right? A fresh start. But plot twist. This suburban utopia is filled with so much privilege and cluelessness. Robert might as well have set his family up in an alien planet. Now, his two grandsons couldn't be more different. On one side, you've got Huey Freeman, the 10-year-old revolutionary genius who's basically the Malcolm X of the animated world. He's the kind of kid who'll read Marx while the other kids are doing Fortnite dances. Huey sees the world for what it is, messed up, corrupt, and full of problems that no one wants to face. If Huey had a catchphrase, it would be, "Stay woke." The problem? No one wants to listen to a 10-year-old who's way smarter than anyone in the room. Then there's Riley Freeman. Oh, Riley. The kid who's trying his hardest to be a gangster. He's obsessed with rap culture, fake street cred, and trying to be the coolest kid in the room even though he's 8 years old and has zero understanding of the struggle he's trying to emulate. Riley would probably sell his soul for a gold chain and a shout-out from a rapper. He's like that kid who watches too much TV and wants to be everything he sees on the screen, but ends up looking like a complete clown when he tries to live it out. Now, if you think those two characters were enough to carry the show, you're sorely mistaken. Let's talk about Uncle Ruckus, because this dude is wild. Uncle Ruckus is a self-hating, unapologetically ignorant, borderline racist black man who would probably kick you in the face just to say, "I told you so." Seriously, this guy is the human embodiment of every toxic, outdated stereotype. He hates everything about black culture, and his views are so extreme that you'd think they were parodying the most ridiculous conservative talking heads, except he actually believes all of it. If you ever wanted to know what it looks like when satire goes so deep, it becomes uncomfortable, it's Uncle Ruckus. And yes, you'll laugh, but also, you'll feel bad for laughing. But let's not forget Grandpa Robert Freeman. He's trying to survive all this madness without getting his blood pressure too high. Robert is just trying to live his life, but every time he turns around, there's some ridiculous, over-the-top situation happening. Like when he tries to get a job as a security guard, and he ends up getting caught up in the mess of a botched robbery attempt. Or when he gets manipulated by the richest, most ridiculous people in town. Grandpa's basically the adult version of that old uncle who's just tired, but still somehow manages to get into trouble. But what's really brilliant about The Boondocks is how it blends humor with real-world issues. It never shies away from the tough stuff. They talk about systemic racism, black identity, commercialized culture, and the struggles of growing up in a society that constantly tells you who to be. And they do it while making you laugh so hard that your stomach hurts. But you know what'll really hit you? The moments when the humor stops. There are those episodes that hit so hard, you almost forget you're watching an animated series. Like when they destroy the idea of black exploitation in the media with a side-splitting yet damn real satire about a fake movie called The White Man's Burden. Or how about the episode where Huey essentially tries to save the world from turning into a culture of mindless consumerism, but no one's paying attention because they're too busy trying to buy the latest, greatest thing. The real kicker? The Boondocks never holds back. It pokes fun at everyone, no group is safe. Whether it's the fake gangsters, the clueless suburbanites, or the self-proclaimed woke community, everyone gets roasted. And it's all so painfully relatable. Now, if you're one of those people who thinks, oh, it's just an animated show, how serious could it be? Wait until you see how The Boondocks takes the gloves off. The episodes that deal with the absurdity of celebrity culture, like when a famous rapper gets caught up in scandal and Huey is the only one who sees through it all, are so on point. It feels like McGruder reached into our lives and pulled out the most uncomfortable truths. And let's not forget the most famous moment in the show's history. The trial of R. Kelly. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's one of the most insane, hilarious, and scarily accurate portrayals of what happens when the public goes full circus mode over a celebrity scandal. So, what are we left with after all this chaos? A sharp, witty, and unapologetic show that holds a mirror up to society, even when we don't want to see it. Whether you're laughing your face off or sitting there thinking, damn, this show just went there, The Boondocks delivers a message that'll stick with you long after the credits roll.